Yo guys, what's going on? Yorkie Man here, and it's time for the second leg in this Sevilla save against Atletico Madrid. 2-1 down after the first leg, but we definitely outplayed Atletico Madrid. We're going to change the tactic for this one because I think it's better just to shake things up. The big problem is form off camera has not been great. It's not been too good. We'll go through the games now that have happened. We do actually have the draw first, though, in the Europa League. Now, there's a lot of great teams left in the Europa League. We did get Dynamo Zagreb. Now, we've got to remember, they knocked out Spurs in real life with that unbelievable 3-0 result. They're not going to be easy. We play them away first. And I think we won't do that one live. What we'll see is I'll see what happens in that one. With it being the first knockout stage, we'd have like 19 episodes until the end of the season if we make it all the way to the final, which I'm hoping we do. As you can see, there's some great teams left in this. We could have had a much more difficult draw. I'm quite happy we're getting Zagreb. Noticing that Atletico Madrid is still in this, though, is absolutely devastating me because I really don't want to draw ourselves against them. Dynamo Zagreb, though, no slouches. They've got a good side. I've used Adeyemi before. They've got Orsic as well. Livakovic is still there. Like, they've got a good team. They're not going to be easy to beat. They're on good form. By the looks of it, they beat Atletico Madrid in their group. They beat Atletico Madrid in their group. So, I mean, that just goes to show you what kind of talent these boys have. They're not going to be an easy side to face. So that's without a shadow of a doubt. I'm not expecting this to be an easy game against Dynamo Zagreb. I think they're going to be a little bit of a force. Actually got all right kits as well. I quite like those kits. Very, very similar in terms of the home and the third, but nice kits. But anyway, on to the results since you were last here when we lost 2-1 to Atletico Madrid. We have played them again and lost 2-1 again, but we played against Osasuna. We beat them 2-0 as expected. Rakitic missed a penalty though, which was very frustrating, but it was an all-round decent result, decent performance, exactly what you expect. We then played against Atletico Madrid away, and it was really frustrating. I think we were the better team in patches. We certainly had the better second half, which is where I thought we could get back into it. We scored, then they scored kind of a quick fire too. It was a really busy opening to the game, but then it kind of went dead where I felt like we came on top and we dominated a little bit more. We just couldn't make our chances pay, and you know, when you're coming up against the quality that they have, and this is the stage we're at, the tactic seems to work very well. We do have some quality. We don't have Atletico Madrid level of quality and the kind of game changers that they've got. So that's probably one of our biggest issues at the moment, but I'll take it. I mean, it wasn't a devastating result and it wasn't a devastating loss. The problem is after that we have a 2-2 against Real Valladolid, which is just absolutely disgraceful, this match. It really was. They went 2 up as well. Germain, who used to play for Marseille, just absolutely loses my defenders for both goals. Just absolutely, as if the defence isn't there. Now, I did play Ganagan and Christensen. I gave Koundé a rest. Maybe I shouldn't have done, but you expect against Valladolid that this is the type of side that we could deal with. And we should have done. We had an XG of 3. 23 shots, 11 on target. We were very dominant. Gomez had an unbelievable game. One man of the match. And we had to rescue this one. We had to score 2 goals to rescue it. There were opportunities to win it. We didn't take them, which was infuriating. It's not the world's worst result because we came back. We showed good fight to come back. But in terms of the league table, because of just, I don't know, how downright, outright good teams are in the Liga, we're sixth. We're sixth with 4 points behind Villarreal in 4th. So, I mean, I don't know. Are we going to end up in Europa League again? They want Champions League football. We know the board want Champions League football. They haven't thrown money at the club like we're a Champions League football club, but that's what they want. But my issue at the moment is teams like Villarreal are just doing extremely well. They're having a really good season, 16-win season, and that's not where we're at, and that's a problem. And we do have some big games coming up because we'll play Atletico Madrid now, and then it's Zaragoza. Villarreal's coming up, sandwiched in between the big 2 legs in the Europa League, and we still have Real Madrid and Barcelona to play, Bilbao and Celta Vigo. So I'm in 2 minds whether we're going to get to top 4 this season, boys. And if we don't, we potentially could get sacked. But I mean, we're fighting on all fronts. We're potentially in a Copa del Rey Cup final here. We still have the potential to make it to a Europa League final as well. So who knows how the board are going to view it. At the moment, I'm not sure how unhappy they are. I mean, we're at a C+. They're a bit unhappy with the under-23 and the signed Spanish player thing. But, I mean, who cares about that? That's just stupid. But they're okay because they're pleased with Europa League. They want us to reach the semi-final. And they'd love us to reach the final of the Cup, which we could do, depending on this result today against Atletico Madrid. But they are disappointed in the league. And it really is required for them, for us to get Champions League football. And it's seeming to be a struggle, but just because of how competitive the league is, us keeping up with it. Now, if we do look at the league, our biggest downfall there is we've drawn 9 games and lost 5. Now, unfortunately, in the 5 games that we've lost, Almeria, you can't lose. Like, if you don't lose that one, you're all right. Admittedly, they're all away games. And then the 9 draws as well. You can't draw to Valladolid. You know, maybe you should be beating Celta Vigo. You can't draw to Zaragoza. We've drawn to Valladolid twice. These draws turn into wins. We're in the top 4. So we know where we're going wrong. We know what we need to improve. We know what we need to fix. There's still plenty of time left. There's only a 4-point gap. And I mean, I don't know who Villarreal play. I mean, Villarreal don't have it easy either. They've got to play Barcelona, Real Sociedad, ourselves, which is really important because we could close the gap there. Real Madrid as well. So Celta Vigo, Bilbao, they've arguably got a harder running than what we do. So that is a big benefit to us. That is a big benefit to us. But it's really close, and we need to make sure that we go on a decent run now and can really hammer home our form. They are on a 4-match league win streak, but it is against Osasuna, Zaragoza, Valladolid, and Deportivo Alaves. When they come in a run in now where they play some harder teams, hopefully we're one of them, they might drop some points and then we'll find ourselves climbing back up. But I hope we do anyway. So let's pick the team here for the Atletico Madrid game. Now, I decided beforehand that we would go with the DM formation and just see how we get on. I'm going to try and tell my my forward players to push a little bit forward. Let's just check Delaney and see if Anchorman's something that he's got in his locker. Certainly got halfback in his locker, and he does have more than the capability to play as an anchorman. So we're going to do that. Delaney's going to be the anchorman. Gomez, and I don't think it's going to be Mata. I think we're going to bring on Rakitic just because of his ability from set pieces and whatnot. The back line is going to stay the same, full strength. Unfortunately for us, Soriano is injured. So Buffon is playing. Now, we know we've got Andre Nana coming in next season. Our goalkeeper level goes boom next season when he comes in. But right now, he's not here. We are playing Buffon, who's not been great, let's be honest. I thought he was going to be better than he did, but he's dropped off a lot quicker than I expected. So he could be the downside for us in this one. Ocampos and Barrenechea, we're going to play, of course, the main man, Ronnie Lopez. Barrenechea will see bench because he's actually been very good recently. Gubels will come off the bench, and Naziri is going to start up top, because Rafael Santos Bo's just not been firing at the moment. But that'll be the team. And I will tell you right now, it is absolutely roasting in this office today, and I'm probably expecting that for the rest of the summer. It just is what it is, right? It's going to be warm in this, but wow, it's like a hot box in here at the moment, not the good kind. So it's pretty warm. But I'm having a good time playing FM today. That's all that matters. But we need to see what we can get out of the boys in this one. This would be massive. If you go a long way to making your board happy if you make it to the final here. We go a real long way to making the board happy if we make it to the final here. Let's get ourselves back on 2D for you, for 3D, for you guys out there. And, if we could do something in this one, honestly, it goes a real long way. It goes a real long way to making the board really happy, which is what we're aiming for. But Atletico Madrid having a free kick here is not what I'm aiming for. Okay, we win it back. This is exactly what I'm aiming for. Jetro Willems now. We should have numbers advantage. He will go out wide to Ronnie Lopez into En-Nesyri surely for 1-0 Sevilla. And on the counter-attack like we expected, this is why we're playing this formation. We make it 1-0. Can we have more of this? Is this going to be our game at home? This would definitely go a long way to pleasing the board, making it to a final. I'm going to encourage the boys. It doesn't help that Atletico Madrid are coming straight back at us. We've taken the lead now twice against Atletico Madrid in this month, and they've come back both times. And what a save that actually is. That was an unbelievable shot there from them. They are going to have the corner, though. It's whipped in, and we will clear it away. Lucky for us. I have to be really well aware that we've taken the lead before in these. We've taken the lead twice now against them, and they've had more than enough to come back. Which worries me a little bit. I'd like another goal. I'd love another goal. I don't want this extra times. I don't want penalties. And Naziri does well there. Gomez. Mazzala for him today. It's not his ideal role as he loses out on the football there. It's not his ideal role. I know that. So he might have a struggle today. We will change him out if need be. João Felix now. Can we win it back from him? We can't. Koke. Saul. They're moving the ball forward nicely now. Correa scored 2 past us last time. He's going to do damage again. Koke, Correa, Lorene scores. It's Correa with the assist. And once again, we've caught Atletico Madrid napping, and then we've just not been able to keep hold of it. We've not been able to keep hold of a lead against them. We've been a little bit poor defensively recently. I mean, we haven't really given them much of a sniff, but it's been more than enough. Koke with a free kick now, and they might take the lead. Oh, this is frustrating because I just know the boys could do better than this. I just know they can do better than this. I'm going to up the tempo a little bit now. I'm going to try and push the game a little bit more. See if we could just eke anything out of this. We need to get a goal back, basically. We just need to get a goal back. Let's go to the dressing room. I'm going to say unlucky. I'd rather say I'm not happy, but I am going to say unlucky. Let's see what the second half will bring. I'm tempted to change the roll around for the DM to maybe a playmaker and then go to Mazzalas. A Campos now to Willems. Willems will get this forward, will he? He keeps going, though. En-Nesyri now. If we get another goal, we're right in the driver's seat. En-Nesyri, I don't know what's happening here. En-Nesyri still, oh, he drags it wide. That's a nice start to the second half, though. More of this, please, boys. More of this. Nice start to the second half. Again, I'd say we're the better side. I'd say we're the better team, and we've been the better team every time we've played them. There's been one thing that's been missing, and that's us winning the game. The game's getting on a little bit now, and it's starting to slowly tick away from us. We need a goal in this situation. I might make some changes now. I'm going to have to, aren't I? We need to find a goal from somewhere. Campos, probably arguably our best player this season. Non-existent in this one, has he? And Rakitic hasn't been great either. We're going to go with Juan Mata. I mean, we're only really blessed with playmakers. I'm going to try double Mazzala, though. Can he play Mazzala? He kind of can, I guess. We're going to try double Mazzala. Let's see what that does for us. We'll see if we can get ourselves a goal as we go close from a corner there. I didn't even realise we were having a highlight. I thought it was just the usual one that goes on in the background. We're running out of time, aren't we? I'm going to go very, very attacking. I'm going to make the changes that have to be made here. Rafael Santos-Borré is going to come on for Delaney. I don't like bringing Delaney off, but I'm having to make this change, right? I'm having to make this change in order to try and get us a goal. We'll go deep line playmaker with Juan Mata and just hope here. That's all we could do at the moment. Just hope that there's going to be an opportunity that will give us a goal. I don't think there is, but if you can see again on the stats, we've been absolutely dominant, but didn't do enough in the first leg. I think that's going to just teeter out. We're going to get full time here. Again, it's just a lackluster performance going forward from us. Ocampos has been out of form now for this entire month. And it's a draw, you know, it's not a bad result, but when you consider what we had compared to what they had, it's got to be better. It's got to be better. You cannot be having this. 17 shots, 8 on target, nearly 2 XG, giving them not much of a sniff, to be 100% honest with you. We didn't give them much, just poor marking from that set piece. On us coming away from this one, we've only won one. All we needed was one more goal to take it to extra time. I'm pretty disappointed in that. I'm going to try and keep spirits high, though, because we've got the rest of the season to go. We've got Europa League coming up, but just a little bit frustrated. I feel like the team's better. I feel like the team is better than what we just displayed there, and they need to start showing that, really. We've kind of gone from red-hot form to a little bit stale. It will be Barca and Atletico Madrid then in the final, and we're at a stage now where we understand that we're nowhere near as good as Atletico Madrid in terms of personnel, but we've put up 3 in a month, great performances against Atletico. I mean, if we look at the first game, again, arguably, we should have got more out of it than the 2-1 defeat. They just had more quality than us. Again, look at the second game, very close. Okay, you could say that they were the better side, which is fine, fair enough, they won it. And then obviously this final game, we just played against them now. We scored early again and just couldn't hold a lead. Yeah, it's frustrating. I know Campos is the most frustrating. We're going to have a word with him, obviously. I'm going to discipline him for a poor performance. It's not good enough. Campos' form in recent times, if we look at the last 5 matches, it has just not been good enough. He needs to improve. The last 5 matches have been very poor from him. Yeah, he gets a 7 rating here against Valladolid, but it's not good enough. He's supposed to be a star, a 6.4 against Atletico Madrid. He's not showing up at the right time in the big games, and it's a little bit frustrating. Anyway, boys, that's going to be it for this one. I'll play a little bit further forward now. We might come back with a second leg unless we have a really dominant first leg performance. Then if that's not the case, I'll probably come back at like Barcelona or something, or Real Madrid. I don't know. We've done them already twice this season, but I'll probably come back somewhere in this area. If you're new around here, smash subscribe, hit the like button. I appreciate the support as per usual. Gutting that we couldn't make it to the final, but we put up good performances again. And hopefully in the league now, with some easier-ish games, we can kind of crack back into some decent form from the boys. Because I know the team is good enough to get top 4 this season. I really do. Take it easy. I'll see you in the next one.